taking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
The starters for Utah. Andre Drummond is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Collier, then there's George, and it's Bailey in at the three, the small forward. And for Mexico City, this game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
Here's Landry. Drummond defending. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Russell Westbrook has never been shy about letting it fly, and he gets cooking from deep, boy, it is scary. Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Some solid defense from Markkanen. And here's George to the middle. Here's Bailey. Tipped. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. Here's Bailey. 8 points in his last time out. Markkanen with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Collier. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 4 on the clock. Hey, puts up a 3. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. And it's Westbrook with the ball from Mexico City. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
These teams split the season series last year. Neither making an impact in the conference overall.
George scanning the floor. Markkanen sets a screen. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And here's Bailey for 3. Hauled in by Curry.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Pass to Landry. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Bailey the pass to George. Here's Bailey. The 3. Fires in the triple.
Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
Here's Landry. Drummond grabs the miss.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Over to the wing. able to get the go-ahead bucket there. For Mexico City, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And a peek at the standings in this year's NBA Cup. The group stage is almost over.
And I have really enjoyed this year's version of the Cup. We're almost at the best part, too. The single elimination knockout rounds. I can't wait to get those started.
Now here's George, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. So they take the lead.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Mexico City's head coach. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Pass to Landry. Fades and shoots. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Landry's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
George passes to Markkanen. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Mexico City has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Westbrook. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers.
It's one thing to cause turnovers, but the key is turning those takeaways into points. And this team is the best in the league at doing that.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. No points so far. George's shot is off. The drive by Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, the ability to consistently touch paint is impressive. What a driver.
And now the first time out called here for Utah. Well, Doris, things have shaken up a bit lately with the All-Star break approaching and the trade deadline behind us.
I mean, to me, BA, it always seems the deadline passing breathes some new life into a handful of teams. New guys come in, the fans maybe gain some hope, a little bit of anticipation there again.
Now here's George. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Now here's Curry. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Landry, the pass to Curry. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, you know that Seth Curry will be aggressive regardless of where he is on the floor. Nice look inside there.
Count that bucket. Drummond's gotten his second bucket.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Shoots from the block, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Curry against George. Curry passes to Landry. Now here's Westbrook. The three. Drops in the three. Landry's got 8.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Drummond. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Bailey's shot is off.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Drummond, the screen on Curry. Oh, deflected. Westbrook outside. Some nice passing by Mexico City here. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. Jazz trail by 4. Hachimura outside. Pass to Stockton. Shoots over Hill. Stockton's shot is off.
Oh my goodness, those chippies, you come to regret those. That is a good look and you can't complete it.
It's good.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Hachimura outside. To stop the run. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, this guy looking for opportunities to shot create. Rui Hachimura plays with focus on the offensive end.
Pass to Landry. Fires the 3. Hits the three-pointer. Landry's got 11.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jazz trail by 7. Back to George. To the inside. And here's Filipowski. Hachimura sets a screen. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. No problems knocking that one down.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Hachimura in the post. Defended by Jackson. Hachimura, the pass to George. Filipowski sets a screen. Another 3 for Utah.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Hill with a screen on George. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Hachimura, the pass to George. Launches it. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Landry. From behind the arc. Utah grabs the miss. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Williams is checked in for George. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. Here's Landry. Off target from three-point range.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Out to Hachimura. Lets it go from deep. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
Nails the baby hook.
Looks like I'm starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Hachimura outside. Filipowski sets a screen. And it's Hachimura on the drive. Fires from deep. The shot that time not on target. Mexico City has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Westbrook with the miss. Utah leading. There's 53 seconds left now in the first quarter. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. And Mexico City with possession. Pass to Landry. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Jazz shooting 45% from the field in this first. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Stockton's shot is off. Westbrook right side. With 4 on the clock. And he takes it up and lays it in. It's all knotted up.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Mexico City in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And for Utah, we've got Lauri Markkanen, Keontae George out there with Collier. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Hachimura in at the small forward position.
Great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Hachimura outside. For 3, Collier. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Westbrook drives. And here's Curry for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Curry against George. Pass to Drummond. Here's Markkanen from deep. The Jazz again can't hit. Here's Landry. It's guarded by Markkanen. The shot by Landry, no good.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Now here's Drummond. And out of bounds, Mexico City will have it. Here's a look at some stats for him.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Mexico City leading by 5. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you."
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's Landry. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Now it's a 7-point Mexico City lead. George against Curry. Hachimura with a screen on Curry. Hachimura outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight. Inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Utah calls timeout. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Bailey's checked in for Hachimura. George passes to Bailey. Back to George. Baseline try. That's short off the rim.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Curry passes to Landry. Shoots over Bailey. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Mexico City here. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Utah grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Collier. Good work there as it goes.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Landry, the pass to Westbrook. Here's Landry. For three. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Curry with a steal. He's got a clear path. Rejected by George. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Thursday, they'll match up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Pass to Collier. Oh, from deep. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
And he lobs it up. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Drummond. Here's Collier. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. George against Curry. Shot clock at 5. Markkanen for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got 6.
The shooting skill of Lauri Markkanen is undeniable. He is locked in on the catch.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Out left to the wing. Here's Landry, coming off a 28-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds.
Mexico City has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Westbrook finds Curry. Back to Westbrook. Fires for 3. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
If you're Russell Westbrook, you've got to balance that ability with getting downhill, with making range shots, and he delivers there.
Pass to Collier. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Curry will bring it up for Mexico City. It's a 5-point game. Deflected. Here's George, driving inside.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
The rebound by the Jazz. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Puts one up from 19. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
To the paint. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Curry again. Markkanen takes the 3. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. Mexico City leading by 5. Westbrook with it. Give him 8 points now. Shot is good by Curry.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Markkanen from long range. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Landry. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Curry. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Down low. Here's Drummond. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Mexico City leading by 6. Now a timeout called by Mexico City. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Now James. No points yet. It's picked off. Shot from 12. That went off the back iron and out. Mexico City has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Fleming passes to Jackson. James outside. Pass to Phillips. It's James on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Jazz trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Stockton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Mexico City.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Utah making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by Stockton. The Jazz shooting around 41%. Outside, Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Stockton. 5 on the clock. Here's Filipowski. It's tipped. Jackson surveying the D. And here's James. They still need this. The rebound by Filipowski. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. And he banks in the layup.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Mexico City. They've led by as much as 10. Back to James. Here's Phillips. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Outside, Williams. Hey, expanding his range. Here's Filipowski. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Williams.
And it's now just a 1-point Mexico City lead. Mexico City shooting the ball at 48% so far. James passes to Fleming. To the middle. It's stolen away. Fast break Utah. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Pass to Phillips. It's James on the wing. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
Hachimura from long range. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Jazz out in front. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. What do you make of these future games, fellas?
Why are you always talking about the future, Ernie? Live in the present.
Yeah, you know, you really need to practice mindfulness, Ernest.
Jeez, I'm just trying to do. And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Got to give it up for their second unit.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And Mexico City with possession. They trail by 1. Pass to Landry. And there's the screen. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense, have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And for Utah, George out there with Collier. Then it's Bailey, then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. Mexico City shooting their first free throw of the night.
At the line for Mexico City, number 14.
Jazz trail by 4. To the inside, Markkanen. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 9 assists now tonight.
Yeah, you can see with the Markkanen's build, he can just force his way through contact.
With the fadeaway. Rebounded by the Jazz. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. George passes to Markkanen. Pass to George. This one for 3. Unable to get that one. For Mexico City, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Tipped away. They set the screen. Lets it go. The wide open shot is on the money. Landry's got 20.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Mexico City leading by 4. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
You can make the case Russell Westbrook elite in the history of the game at the point guard position. How about those hops?
Pass to Collier. Looking to get back on track. Here's Bailey, and he makes it on the layup. Bailey's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Curry looking it over. Here's Landry. 20 points for him. Shoots over Bailey. And there's Mexico City with another bucket.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
And Utah calls time here. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. The Jazz, 3rd.
It's been fun watching these two teams push the pace in transition. These are two squads that love scoring and do it as quickly as possible.
And now we're 3 minutes into this 3rd quarter of play. Utah moving the ball around. Collier, no good.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
This guy is not only incredibly talented, but Russell Westbrook has been a tireless worker, almost obsessive in improving his craft.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so he hits both. Here's Collier. He's got 6. Here's Bailey. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Landry. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. It's good. And it's Utah with the ball. 8-point game. Markkanen sets a screen. And he lobs it up to the rim. Now here's Westbrook. Not a lot of room. That one falls. Westbrook's got 14 points for the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Inside. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. It's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Back to you, Brian.
I can only imagine what that's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now a timeout called by Mexico City. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at Mexico City, they're way down there in the conference, but still optimistic they can turn it around. And of course, there's Utah, far behind in the standings. To the left wing. Outside Curry, fires the three, knocks it down from distance. 11 points in the game.
Now, this is Curry's specialty. The catch and shoot, yes, sir, that's in his bag. Go ahead, Seth.
And he lobs it up top. To the inside. George with a steal. Pass to Drummond. Blocked.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Picked it out of midair. Markkanen looking it over. The three-pointer is true from Markkanen.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Collier. Jazz trail by 8. George with it. Now guarded by Curry. Markkanen for 3. That one's off. He's 4 for 9. Mexico City has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
Pass to Landry. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple. Landry's got 27 points.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
George against Curry. Here's Bailey. The 3 is up. Shot is off. He's 5 for 11 in this one.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
The rebound by Markkanen.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
Well, that's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. To the wing on the left. Pass to Phillips. Some nice passing by Mexico City here. Here's Landry. There's 5 to shoot. There's the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Williams. Utah with another miss.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And he's going for the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Jazz trail by 16. Hachimura outside. Pass to Stockton. Shot to stop the run. Sinks it from distance. Stockton's got 10.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Fleming passes to Hill. There's the block. Williams in the post. Jackson on him. Williams misses. Mexico City leading by 13. Now here's Jackson. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Landry from outside the arc. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Mexico City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And that one falls for Jackson. James is checked in for Mexico City. And a switch here also for Utah. Collier, he's checked in for Williams. And out of bounds, Mexico City will have it.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
Mexico City has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to James. Here's Phillips from the arc. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Here's Collier. 6 points for him. And another miss by Utah.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
James passes to Fleming. Here's Phillips. Takes a 3. He drops it from range. Phillips has got his 2nd basket on the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Collier. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Mexico City with a rebound.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
James outside. And there's a 3-second violation. Let's check in on the free throw shooting. The best in the league. Number 5, Keontae George.
He's not a guy you want to foul. He's so calm at the line. Sinks his free throws with ease.
Mexico City making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Hachimura against James. James with the block. Here's Fleming. Utah grabs the miss. Collier's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by James. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Stockton. To win the cold spell. For 3, Collier. Mexico City with a rebound. Fleming's got 4 rebounds now. James outside. Here's Fleming. 1 second left, and that one is stuffed right through.
He's undersized. But his hops level the playing field.
And so it's Mexico City up 19 points. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jackson out there with James, and it's Hill in at center. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass, and they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Mexico City leading by 19. Pass to Phillips. Back to James. Now here's Jackson. The three-pointer off the mark. Stolen by Jackson. Throws it up high.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Bailey. 4-3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
And here's Jackson. Down low. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Boy, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
George with it. Picked up by James. Markkanen with a screen on James. Let's go with a three. And again, it's Utah with a three.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Pass to Phillips. Here's the three. It's rebounded by George. Jazz trail by 17. To the paint. And there's Drummond. That one's good. On the assist from Hachimura.
Yeah, such a rarity these days, but Andre Drummond is a true 5. The guy wants to work on the interior.
Beyond the arc. Utah with the rebound. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. James against George. Pass to Markkanen from downtown. No luck on that one. Mexico City leading by 15. It's James on the wing. George defending. And that one good. 21 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Markkanen with a screen on James. George with it. And it's Hill picking him up now. Pass to James. Jackson right side. Some nice passing by Mexico City here. Jackson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Mexico City.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
James with a steal by himself. And slam dunk by James.
James has this athleticism to his game. He can get up there when he wants to.
George against Hill. Markkanen outside. The three is up. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Mexico City leading by 20. Pass to Landry. And here's Curry. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Pass to Bailey. Can they get it? It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, this is what we talk about, the tale of two halves. He has been outstanding out of the break.
George against Curry. Here's Landry. Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Hachimura. Uses the glass on the layup. Curry with it. Pass to Landry. To the middle. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Hachimura finds George. Six to shoot. Lets it fly. Can't nail the jumper.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Pass to Curry. Here's Landry. Hachimura covering. Westbrook outside. Mexico City needs to get off a shot here. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 19. Hachimura, pass to George. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, you just love to see Markkanen get after it and contribute on the backboards. Big time job right there.
To the paint. And the layup is good off the glass. And Mexico City leads by 19.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Hachimura. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The 3-ball. Mexico City with a rebound. Landry's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Keontae George.
This guy is just relentless. Russell Westbrook is a handful to deal with.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, BA? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
3-pointer. Drills it from deep.
Well, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
And here's George. They'll bring it up for Utah. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For 3, Collier. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to George. Pass to Bailey. Drummond with the screen. Shot clock at 5. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Good man. The defender really went after him.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
The Jazz shooting just 38% here in the 4th. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Now Westbrook. Pass to Landry. There's a screen. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. A chance to check out our player of the game.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
It's just too easy for Andre Drummond. Gets the inside position and leaves no doubt.
Now here's Curry. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
George has the open look. Mexico City with a rebound.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
Curry against George. Here's Landry. They set a pick. Clock at 6. Offline with a 3. Pass to Collier. And here's Drummond. Here's Bailey. Back to Drummond. He tries for 3. That shot is off. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Landry fades away and sinks a tough shot. Landry's got 33.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Outside Curry. So Mexico City wins it. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's